Hi guys, Tom Morrison here, and are you getting inner knee pain? Well, we are going to show you how to get rid of it. We're going to go through the exercises in depth first of all, but if you're repeating this video and coming back later on, then just skip to the follow along section here. We're going to work on stretching and strengthening the inner thigh and also working on your external hip rotation and your abduction as well. If your hips are not moving the way that they should, the knee can really take the brunt of it. So even though it may not look like we're doing direct knee exercises, this is the stuff that you need to be working on. First thing we're going to do is lengthen the adductors. So we're going to go into a nice single-sided adductor stretch like this, okay? If you've any tightness going on with the groin, with the adductors in this inside of the leg, that can tug at the knee, so it can be something that's maybe contributing to what you're feeling. So what Jenny's doing here is just rocking back and forward, moving her torso around. If you need to have a slight bend in the knee, that's okay. And just take your time, keep your breathing relaxed as you're doing this. And you're going to do this on both sides as well anyway. Even if it's just one knee that's giving you issues, you're going to do both sides. Again, you're just looking to get that nice stretch on the inside, and you're looking to get deeper into the position, okay? So it's really important to do this by feel. Do it until you feel like you have actually gotten your foot out further and your body down that little bit more. Jenny can go further than most people, so you'll probably be up a little bit higher in this position here, okay? So you're trying to lengthen everything out in here, and then we're going to add some strength to that. After opening up the adductors, we then want to add strength to them as well. So if you don't have a bench, you can use your sofa and just have your leg out of the way. But ideally, you want to have your ankle on and able to hold yourself up, have here nice and braced and be in a nice straight line and be able to hold this for up to a minute. If this is too challenging for you or you feel like it's triggering your knee pain, you're not able to handle that stress, it's definitely something you want to improve on, but you can shorten the lever for now and just go from the knee and hold that position there. Again, you're able to hold that for time to build yourself up to the full variation. So if you can hold this one around for around a minute, you should hopefully be able to, attain 20, 30 seconds with the full variation. If you've nothing to hand that you can work on that from, you can do the side plank from the floor. So you're just going to support yourself with the inside of the top leg instead of being on the bottom leg, and just have that other leg out of the way floating around somewhere. Again, try and have your body as straight as you can. Make sure you're pulling in, getting good core tension here in the middle. And if this is a big no-no altogether, go into a lazy 90-90 position. And Jenny's going to press her knee into the ground to lift herself up and try and get that leg out of the way. If you can't even get the leg off the ground, just try and take the weight out of it a tiny, tiny bit so you feel like you're making the adductor work. If you're really even struggling with that, then that could be another contributor to why you're actually experiencing that knee pain on the inside. So if you can't support your weight in that position, that's something you definitely want to work on. Next, we're going to work on the external rotation of the hips. So we're going to use the figure 4 wall stretch. So Jenny gets her bum as close to the wall as she can. Then she picks whatever leg she's going for. She puts a foot against the wall and then crosses over. So her ankle is resting just above her knee here. And then if she pretends she's tight for a second here, lift her hips up a little bit off the ground for me. You may find that you're quite at a diagonal angle here. So slowly drop your hips into it. You may need to shimmy around until you find the best stretch that's in your glute. And then from there, she can start to let things relax her breathing, and then just let the knee start to come out to the side that little bit, okay? So make sure you feel no stress on the side of the knee here. If you do, just decrease the angle and really focus on getting it in at the hip. And you just hang out here for 60 seconds, chill your beans, and then the other side as well. So again, just knee at this nice right angle here, and then ankle on just above the knee, and that's your external rotation stretch. You're just hanging out and you're just breathing. After we've fully opened the hip up, we're going to want to work the abductors in this position as well. So what Jenny's in is a full side plank, and she is lifting the leg up nice and high, and she's tapping the toe in front and then behind. So she's getting an extension when the leg's behind her. She's working a bit of flexion whenever the leg is in front. She's trying to keep good tension here through the middle. And if you find this too hard to hold, especially for the follow along, if you need to, you can shorten the lever by going from the knee. But if you have to go from the knee, then that could be something that you really need to build up on. It could be that you have weakness in this side here, so that's what you're actually needing to work on. That's actually going to help the knee overall. So that's how you can regress the movement. Now we're going to put these 4 exercises into a handy circuit that you're going to aim to do daily. So we're going to do this in real time so you guys can follow along. If you're doing it by yourself, have a stopwatch or a timer or your phone and just set that up in front of you. And then Jenny's going to go into her first adductor stretch. I'm going to start the clock. So From here, if Jenny brings herself up a wee bit, pretend you're an inflexible person, Jenny, so you're maybe a wee bit higher. You're going to rock yourself back and forward and really look to loosen up the inside of the leg there. Remember, bend the knee a little bit if you have to. And just over time, while you're there, keep your breathing nice and relaxed and just gradually start to try and get that leg out a little bit further. Then Jenny now can just gradually sort of go and show you now what the realms that Jenny can go to that you may not find that you're able to get to. So again, if you've got any tightness in that inside leg, it can just pull in on the knee. And the worst thing in the world is to have is a groin strain. Absolutely horrible, horrible thing to have. So you really want to make sure you have good range of motion here with your adductors. So that's 45 seconds now. Again, play around with the torso position. Have a wiggle while you're in the position, okay? 10 more seconds. And even while you're down there, if you're feeling adventurous, you can try and push your leg into the ground as well. Almost just prepping yourself for those Copenhagen planks that are coming up. Then we swap sides. So that's 1 minute. Swap to the other side. And again, you'll probably be up here somewhere. Just rock yourself back and forward. Nice and relaxed the whole time. And really get that feel. Does one side feel a lot tighter than the other? Or if you've just got two bad knees, they'll probably both feel as bad as each other. And just really take that time. Whenever you're trying to improve your range of motion, you've got to spend a bit of time there. And ideally, we like to just move around rather than just being full-on passive with the stretch. It's nice to just move around. So it's 30 seconds. The beans are totally chilled here. You could hear a pin drop. Awesome. So 15 more seconds. And after that, we're going to go into our Copenhagen planks. So 5 more seconds. And up we come. So straight after opening, after lengthening, we're then going to strengthening. So Jenny's going to go into your Copenhagen. And we're going to go for 45 seconds here. So whenever she's up, we've got 45 seconds. We're aiming to hold this good tension through the middle. We don't want the hips sagging down. And this gets really, really challenging after a while. Remember, if it's too hard to hold, go for one of the easier variations. Make sure your neck's relaxed here too. Make sure your breathing's relaxed. There's 20 seconds. Oh, and we're starting to shake. It's a very challenging exercise, especially if you've never tried this one before. You might want to break the time down a little bit. Maybe even do 10 seconds, take a 10-second rest, do another 10 seconds. There's 35 seconds, so just 10 more, Jenny. You're good. Stay strong. Stay strong. 5 seconds. 2, 1. And then down. And then we swap sides. And we start up for another 45 seconds. Big thing about the adductors, guys. So your deceleration, if you're running and you've no strength there, you can't actually decelerate in here, and then you're going to pull something, okay? So being able to run and keep your knee in line needs to have strength here as well, okay? So really, really important to have strength in the adductors too. It's 20 seconds. We're staying strong. We're staying strong. Jenny's starting to hold her breath. Again, check the neck, nice and relaxed. Turn the head left and right. This is the worst part of the circuit. The next bits are easy. The next bits are easy. Don't worry. Well, until we get to the side plank. So it's only the next one exercise that's easy. 5 seconds, Jenny. 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. Awesome. Okay. Now we're into our figure 4 stretch. So Jenny gets herself over to the wall. And this is a minute on each side. Nice and close. Leg up. Pick which one we're going for. And there's Jenny straight into it. So ease things, relax the breath, really focus on trying to get that hip opened up. There's 15 seconds. And this is definitely like a little treat just after those Copenhagens. Jenny's not struggling to breathe here at all. 25 seconds. So you're really working to just hit your hip from all angles and just leave no room for weakness. That's 20 more seconds. Other things you really want to check as well if you're having cranky knees would be the likes of your balance and your foot strength. So we have 2 videos that would be really, really good for that. So 10 more seconds on this side, and then we'll get into those 2 videos. The suspense. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then change sides. So for foot strength, our foot follow along video is a really, really good one to work on. And for your overall balance, the plate balance drill is a really, really good one to work on. So it's not just enough to open up the hips and just strengthen the muscles almost isometrically, but it's something you also want to have good control as well. And if you're a runner, really, really important. That's it. 30 more seconds. Jenny's getting psyched up for those side planks now. And just chill on the beans. 20 more seconds. If you're taking your client through this, you can ask them if they're going on any holidays. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're up for our side plank toe taps. So Jenny's going to pick whichever side she's going to go for first. And then we're going to go for 10 taps, okay? So 1, 2, nice and slow. 3, 4, nice and slow. 5, keep them hips up. 6, 7, 8, 8.5 or 9, and 10. And then we just swap that around. And last 10 reps. Again, nice and slow, good tension through the middle. 2, 3, 4. Get the leg up a wee bit higher. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's what you're going to run through daily. And the better you get at these exercises, you're going to find that your knees feel a lot happier for it. Okay, so working it often, working it well, and keep being awesome.